The Young and the Restless spoilers next 2 weeks. Hello everybody, March 30th to April 10th. Victoria Newman will get updates on her condition. At the hospital, Victoria will be glad to know her chest pains were brought on by an angina and not a heart attack. Nate Hastings will talk about Victoria's low blood flow and suggest he'd like to run some follow-up tests soon. In the waiting room, Nick Newman will spot Billy Abbott and object to his presence. Billy will point out Nicky Newman calls him, but Nick will argue that Billy should leave. They'll bicker until Billy gets confirmation that Victoria is going to be alright. Billy will cave in and go, but he'll warn that Nick's going to fall off his high horse one of these days. Later, Victoria will get settled back in at the ranch. Nikki will mention Victor Newman's trip to Kansas, but she'll think Victor will rush home once he receives her message about Victoria. Meanwhile, Jill Abbott, Jess Walton, and Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, will commiserate at society. They've both been dealing with some business battles lately and needed a breather. Jill will reflect on Billy and Lily Winter's tensions. There'll also be talk about Kyle Abbott and Theo Vanderway's conflict. Jill will sense that the fire within Theo is great if Jack can control it, and not so great if he can't. Jack will get that Theo's a bit of a troublemaker, although Jack sees a lot of himself in Theo. He won't be interested in having to babysit. After Jack confides about Dina Mergeron's Marla Adams letter, Jill will appreciate that they can still come together like this as friends. They'll joke about Jack not being in Jill's top 10 worst romances, though her mess with Colin Atkinson was a turn-off to love. Even so, Jill will hint that she's not ready to throw in the towel in that department. Jack and Jill will once again appreciate their bond and vow to get together more often. While Jack and Jill continue to reconnect, Theo will score some of Kyle's private emails. Kendra will hand them over, but Theo will keep pushing for more dirt. Since Kyle's bound to slip up, Theo will want to know what happens. At Abbott, Summer Newman will shut down Kyle's idea about getting a place together. Kyle will question if this is because of Nick and Phyllis Summers, but Summer won't see why they have to rush this, especially since Kyle's still married. Summer will think they should do things right this time. Back with Nick, he'll find Phyllis at the Grand Phoenix and give her the latest news about Victoria. Nick and Phyllis will discuss Billy and the fact that Newman Enterprises has to be Nick's priority right now. Phyllis will presume Nick won't have as much time for his personal life.